Hey there, fellow trucker. Welcome back, though. Welcome back to SnowRunner Amur. Off we go, though. We are going to wrap up and finish up the mission called Misadventure. We have to repair the Don 71 straight ahead of us. And it was actually being used to repair the church. So that might be something that we might follow up on, too. Hoppa, let's just go right through here. It's a little bit... deep mud and ice and snow over here, though. It seems to be like a little bit of a swampy area, though slightly frozen over. And by the way, as you can see, we are driving the Azov 67096, also known as the Atom. Alright. It's not so difficult to get through here, I would say, though. Yeah, especially not in the Atom. We have 15 tires. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, you cannot really get much better than this. Some trucks have bigger tires than this, though, but I mean, we're right here up into early. It was difficult to get here, though, to be fair. It's more of a scout trail right behind us, but I'm actually kind of praying, though, like the road ahead is also for trucks itself, because that will be awesome for us. Yeah, let's just go a little bit further here to the side. We might actually go in low gear plus right over here to keep the consistent torque and speed. Yeah, this feels better. Way better. Dragging deep inside of the mud and all, but that's alright, that's alright. We're almost out of here. Here we do have the old Gulag Center. And in front of us, though, is the man with the Don 71. Oh, yeah. He tried to get the boards and the planks and the beams out of this little tiny Gulag Center, though. I mean, what did he use it for? Not really sure, but... yeah... It's also very strange, though, to be fair, right? To get wood from such a place and then use it for a church. Because that's a place of suffering, right? There we go, though. Stage complete. Delivered to the surface bay, wherever that might be. Right over yonder. I'm not really sure that we can go there. 1, 2, 3. We will definitely try. I think we can. And can we go over here? Oh, I don't think so, brothers. I don't think so. But I'm very tempted to actually try it out. I think we might actually pull her up, though, with our crane over here. Will that make sense? To try, even? Not really certain about it, but we better try. Oh, can we lift her up, though? Oh, yeah, look at that. Very nice, very nice. I also think that we will take the trailer right over there with us. Yeah, technically we could try to actually pull this one further forward. Yeah, just like that, maybe. A little bit further. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, the issue, though, right now, we cannot actually do that one. Because we cannot lift it up from the center. Unless we do knock it over. That might actually be a good one, too. But we don't know if we do need to do it that way. Right? Because, oh, deliver with a scout trailer or something. We will have to find out anyways. Let's go into the Tatarin and knock the other one out. This might be one of the worst missions ever. How I'm going to finish or wrap it up. Because we have no intel on the road ahead. Zero intel. It makes it a lot more fun, though, doesn't it? I wish I could read what was actually written over there. You know? It would be nice. But can you imagine we have to deliver that little trailer? Oh, wow. Stop the engine. Change the truck. And then right over there. Oh, can we lift it? Yeah, we can. All right. I don't want to tip or anything, of course. Now I'm going to hook these two up, and then I'm going to just drag that scout bat right behind us though. So we have it in a position, or a location actually, position I don't care about, where we can actually pick it up rather easily with a different scout if we ever have to deliver that somewhere. Now I really do truly hope though that we do not need anything else from that. Pack that, yep. And by that I mean, of course, you know, like, oh, deliver the scout bat trailer with wood. That will be something else. That will be an issue. Let's put all-wheel drive on. Very useful though, right, for a truck like this in a terrain like this. And off we go. We don't want to go too quick though, so let's go in low gear plus and now low gear minus, so we have a little bit of speed remaining. Oh, that looks disastrous though, doesn't it? That does look disastrous. I'm still going to try it though. The issue is right now, we could reset the mission too, but that means that we will have to, how shall I say, refix the, not the trailer, but the Don. Yeah, the Don 71. Now, this might be full of ice, which I do not think. I just say this is a scout trail and not a truck trail, alright? Oh, yeah. I am nervous, though. Come on, big boy. Just find a little bit of grip here. If you can't, I will. Yep, right there over the edge. Very lovely. And now we are going to collect the trailer again. Pull it nice and close. As you can see, we are actually... Okay, you stay there. Very nice. We are kind of stuck, though. Right on there with a gas tank. Not the best position to be in, but we will manage. Oi, brother. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go a little bit closer towards the walls here. There we go. Not really. Oh, things are not going great though. Yeah, it's because we are spinning here. That one is good. Oh, no. Oh, I had the wrong gear on though. I had it in low gear plus, meaning my reverse was not working as intended. Not great though, I can tell you. Oh man, that made me nervous. And I have to do the bounce there on the rear, because if we don't, we just bump it. Bump the front actually off the cliffside here. Come on, grab that one, thank you. Yeah. Can we now grab that one still? Yes. If it wasn't for that trailer though, it would be so much simpler here. Alright. Just fall down. Alright, can you? Oh, we cannot. You know what? We can do it from here. Just like that middle one. Put it a little bit further up. Okay. A little bit further up then. Are you kidding me? Because of the wheels? Okay, that's kind of interesting. See, the wheels are stuck there. So we are pulling our truck the way how we actually wanted to go before. It's a shame that we cannot pull over there. But now let's go sideways. And this is not the way to go, by the way. As you can see, the way is up there. But we do not have any tires for it. it will be so much smoother than if we go down here. If we can at all. We can. Yeah. We have seen worse. We have done worse. All right. Can we still reach that one? Yes, we can. Oh, come on, big boy. There we go. There we go. Nice. Now let's hook that one up. Pull him in. Yeah, this is going to be an even worse balance for us right now, though, because we really do want to get the trailer up on our flatbed, though, because if we don't, the turning rates and radius might be worse. Let's just see if we can do it, though. Personal little challenge. Now, the snow technically should not be deep here in the forest. For two reasons. One, it spreads nicely around, but yeah, that doesn't mean much if it constant snows. Then we have a lot of pockets, though, around the trees itself. Now, that is a very nice thing. But the second reason might be developers were a little bit on the lazy side, maybe baby, where they are going to be like, well, it's a forest, nobody is going to drive here, and that is what I'm betting on. And so far, I'm a winning man. Alright, we slowly want to go to the right. As long as we do find a straight path, though, or one that is as straight as can be, or as thin as can be, by the way. Because both have massive benefits for us. Now, this is real pod racing. No, this is real off-roading, ain't it? Alright. Voila. Master trucker at your service, my boys. Of course, you know, nothing stops us, but a little stick does. These tree branches, man, I mean, they are something else, ain't they? Well, that one is the long way, so that is on us. There we go. Off to the launch platform we go, though, huh? Off to the launch platform. Now we are going to take a little ride over here first, because... Oh, wow, I did not even see that log right there, though. Look at that. But yeah, we are going to take a ride first, because we do need to get some fuel, and there's a fuel station to our right. After all, we are not really running low, though. We have 770 liters of diesel left. We have a lot on the rooftop of our cabin, but at the same time, while we are around the corner, right, you know, let's go grab a coffee. I'm sure in one of the containers there, we do find a coffee machine that we can put on, brew a cup of coffee, and then off we go. I don't think they have beef jerky there lying around, you know. I don't think so. Fuel her up. Nice. Alright, let's turn around then. Off to the Cosmodrome or whatever it is. Oh, by the way, I think it would be smart for us to have this trailer actually parked right here to the side. Just like that. For if we ever do need it, we can deliver it. By the way, these wood planks we could actually deliver to the church already. Before we ever drive further around. You know what I mean, though? Now, there are two ways up there. One is the little road ahead, though, and the other one are these rails. But I don't think we can easily access that one, though. So it stays the road. And if I look at the railroad tracks and how those wagons over there are locked down with concrete blocks, this road is going to have ice on it, ain't it? Oh, yeah, called it. Look at the distance there. There's definitely ice on it, though. It's kind of interesting, by the way, now that I think about it. Every region here in Amur just feels completely different. Right? Because Cosmodrome so far kind of feels like Wisconsin or Michigan though, but then difficulties pumped up. But if we then go to the other two regions, especially the beginning one, which is hella difficult though, right? You know, like it feels like a map on its own because there was nothing like that. The second region where we were in felt like a mix between the first and this one, and they all have their own atmosphere. It's very masterfully done though, which is really great. But very difficult to pull off to begin with too. Lots of ice here, but not difficult to maneuver around. Yeah, I can see why some people do actually recommend chain tires though, but you don't really need to. Chain tires do help out a ton, of course, a ton. But if you move around a little bit, you're not too afraid to tumble over or to flip because you are close to the edges of the road with a dip on the left or right side. Because you are a good driver, then you will be fine. Cosmodrome, oh yeah. Very cool though, very cool. Oh, look at that. There's actually a fuel tank over there too, huh? Man, look at that launch station. That's so cool though, huh? There we go though. Ah, thank you so much. I won't forget it. You better though, huh? You better. Deliver to the farm. Short logs. Ooh, 3 bricks, 2 and metal beams. Build additional farmhouses. Yeah, we will do that later on though. But let's first check out this nice little launch platform. Very cool though. Yeah, that's where all the fire though, right, you know, is. That should be way blacker down there. Unless it's a first time launch. Whenever we are probably going to help them out. Alright, now let's see. Where shall we put these logs though, right? Because that's the warehouse over yonder. Ah, there we go. Alright, yeah, it's the church. So I'm going to drive all the way back until we are right around there. So you know where I did pick up from the last time. By the way, no, we are going to do this probably together though, right? Because it's getting dark. And not that that matters or anything, but because I do see a different pathway. I kind of want to explore that. Could be rather useful though, huh? Alright, look at that though. Yeah, that is massive though. Isn't it amazing that we can send tons and tons and tons of weight though into space? I mean, think about it. Even our ships though, they weigh so much, like hundreds and hundreds of tons, and it just floats. Isn't that awesome though, right? You know I know how it functions and all, but it doesn't take away, you know, how impressive it is. It's just fantastic. Now we gotta be careful here though. We are already wrecking everything, but I think we can also repair here. But these little things though, oh man, yeah, they can pop a tire though, like there is no tomorrow. Repair supplies are fully restocked and truck is fully repaired. Now isn't that sweet though? Isn't that sweet of these engineers living here? There you go. 2 trailers. Technically 1 is being discovered for some strange reason. Oh, I should have known though, right? Yeah, it's actually the real road tracks and not an official road. But that doesn't mean anything to us. As long as we can keep on moving, and it really does seem like we can keep on moving though. So this is an absolute beautiful route so far, as long as it connects properly. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No. Careful here, careful here, careful. No! Come on, big boy, come on. There has to be something solid there. Alright. Alright, you know what? Let's try to get the ZigZ over. No, the Tatarin over here. Stop the engine. My oh my. What a problem. Alright, this is going to be a night timer though. Oh boy, where we are going to try to recover our Adam. Yeah, that was a little bit bad driving right over yonder though. I tried to avoid the rocks to the left and totally forgot about the dip to the right side. Yeah, well, it's something though. Sometimes you gotta choose, sometimes you're choosing very, very poorly now, don't you? About, there we go. Change the truck. Let's put the lights on, by the way. And before we even think about moving on, we're going to sleep in the Tatarin. Right, you know, it's nice and cozy and warm over there. Small heater on, electric, so there are no gases and all. And then, of course, you know, like, we are going to wake up nice and shiny. Oh, look at that. There's a loaf down there, huh? All right. I'm trying to get actually my truck, though, right on the middle, but it's difficult. It is difficult because, you know, of the rails. Yeah, that's why. The rails just bounce yourself back, though. Oh, yeah, it is not a friendly territory, though. These rails, if you don't let you go over them with your tires, you will never go over with your tires. It is a strange little thing. You're like, yep, see, I cannot even go to the left right now, even when most of my wheels were on the left side. But yeah, then again, though, do never underestimate railroad tracks because, by oh my, they are tall in real life, too. I kind of wonder right now, though, is there a universal size for these things? Like, you know, those railroad tracks gotta be this tall to ride the rides, you know what I mean, though? I don't think there is, but maybe there should be. Alright. There you go. You know what? Let's have that little sleep, though. Alright, here goes nothing. We have it all packed and wrapped up, though. Very beautiful, like a nice little Christmas present right on the back of the flatbed. I wonder what we have to do with that loaf, though. It doesn't seem like it's damaged, which is great. There's a blue dot over there. That's probably something that we have to just drive over because we have to explore something. But that loaf, though, huh? Yeah, that's going to be interesting. All right, Adam, let's put him in high gear right over here. So we are getting rid of the tracks as soon as possible. Now, I truly do hope one thing, though, is that we can go and reach the roads to the right there. Because if we can't, yeah, this is going to be one heck of a difficult drive. See the bounce, man. Woo! All right. I advise not to take the railroad tracks because if it pushes you off, though, right, you know, and then you have the incline over here, then you're going to have a bad day like we had before. Now, there we go. We go from one bad to another. But we made it. You gotta be kidding me, dudes. You gotta be kidding me. There's actually a roadblock right ahead of us, though. Oh, that ain't nice. That ain't nice. And it's so close to where we want to be, though. I think we could actually go right over it. Yeah, I did already imagine, though, it could probably try to block us as much as it tries. We could brute force ourselves right over here, but then again, these sticks, man, of these trees, they are so incredibly strong. They are massive solid objects. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we are going. Nice. Lock it up. If this goes wrong, you know, I cannot get my truck off this position, right? Because if it gets stuck, though, and it sometimes gets stuck between these tree branches and all, then it's going to be one heck of a ride. What even could go and happen is that the physics just catapults me all the way away. That's a possibility too. But you know what? Let's just not do it. It's not worth the circus. We were moving, but it's not worth the circus. We're going all the way back. Nah, I'm kidding. We are going down here. If that is a possible position. No, it is not. Huh. Well, we have no other choice. We gotta do the front one. It's either all the way back or it's just trying to get down there with a steep cliff dive. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, let's go and recover. My oh my. We never had a mess like this before on this channel, huh? All right, let's first get the cavalry over there because there might be some extra horsepower pulling us over here too if we do need so. Oh yeah, this is a whole lot simpler though, it seems. It's kind of tight around here, so maybe the ZigZ has a... Well, the Atom has a problem with it. Why do I keep saying the ZigZ though? Huh? Yeah, the Tatarin will be fine. There's no ZigZ here at all right now. But yeah, the Tatarin is really doing great there. So what could actually be stopping it would actually be the size of the Atom. We could raw dog it though, right? You know, without too much of an hassle. Could also be a little bit more balancy about it too. With the rocks to our right. Okay, now let's see. Let's put that one on too. Yeah, keep on pulling though, big boy. Yeah, there's something though, right? You know, like for some reason this truck is not allowed to get over here. Interesting. We will get over here though, believe you me. Whether it's with the help of the Tatarin right there, or it's by a bigger truck. We are going over here, I'm telling you. Oh, all right. Do you see the cable, the winch? Yeah, it's on a nice position right there. Trying to get the middle in. Now the rear. Come on, big boy, just pull yourself over there. It's kind of interesting how these trees actually react differently to a scout compared to a truck, right? Okay, we are definitely going to raw dog this. Look at that. We just used our winds from a long distance, so it is nice and long, of course. And then we are just going to try to pull her right over, and there it goes. Very simple though, very simple. It was just like always, just one little stick though, huh? One little stick blocking everything. Not bad. So it is possible. Pain? Oh yes. Bent metal? Oh yes. Especially the frame and the axis. But that's nothing that we can't fix now, can't we? Now we have seen this route now 2 times, this part of the road. Let's just go towards the church. It's a very simple little road right over here though. Right towards the church. It's also a little bit strange not to include it though, right? Because it's a nice smooth little haul. It's a good haul though. It's a good location, right? You know, I like it smooth. It's a little bit off-road, but not too much, right? You know, and it is just smooth. Of course, we are crossing here a little pond, or yeah, let's just call this a pond. This is not a river. A little water pond frozen over. I think that priest is going to be very happy though that the roof is not leaking and there's no wind blowing anymore from the sides. Very good though, very good, right? A little nosedive over here, right in the snowbank. Yeah, no issues for the Atom. Alright, let's keep it rolling. I'm actually not 100% certain though, like why are we not using the ZC605? Maybe in the next episode we will, right? Because we just did unlock it, but it was so fitting to actually use the Atom around here. It's an absolute unit of a truck though. It's an absolute fantastic truck to drive. It is, for me, in a region like this, a 10 out of 10. And by the way, we did prove it ourselves though. Sure, the railroad track was a little bit on the bumpy side, but then again though, have you seen those slopes? Exactly. There we are. May your kindness be repaid in full, so shines a good deed in a weary world. Now, if kindness always has to be repaired, right, repaid, then we are all in debt one day. So the thing though is, right, you know, we should actually grab the 6C around and try to haul our rear over there and see how it goes though, right? Because I'm very curious about it. And we could refuel right there at the repair bay actually, and at the fuel station, which is not a bad thing though. We will do so in the next episode. So by that, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time and stay tuned though, and stay happy and healthy and happy trucking.